I want to encourage the lonely. I want to encourage the depressed. I want to encourage the downtrodden. I wanted to encourage those who have given up hope on life and maybe for living. I want to encourage those who just don't feel happy about themselves in this life. I want to encourage the suicidal, if there be any. I want to encourage the pessimists, if there be any. I want to encourage those who just don't know how to receive kind words and smiles and love, if there be any. Because I have a lot of that to give, and it's vital. It's vital that you know who you are. It's vital that we know who we are. It's important that you be mindful of the fact that you're here. You were born into this world. You have a purpose to serve and one to fulfill. You wasn't born in this world by happenstance, nor was it a mistake. That null and void's given up because it wasn't a mistake for you to be here in this world, and for us as a people, your family members and your friends, even me and myself, beautiful people, and I don't even know you, all beautiful people. To anyone and to everyone, from the start of your day throughout the course of your day, your primary source of being concerned and caring about yourself, that should start at the beginning of your day. Your primary concern from the start of your day should be, and that should be your responsibility. And it is, beautiful people, because it's my responsibility, and it's the responsibility of all you beautiful people out there in the world, is to love yourself and to treat yourself right. The first thing your lovely, beautiful self should do when those beautiful eyes open in the morning is to look in the mirror and remind yourself of how beautiful you are and that you love you. And you want to share that I love you with everybody that's around you or that you are about to come past when you walk out the front door of all those beautiful people that are in your life. That's your number one primary concern before you can accomplish any other feat in life, is to reverence your beautiful self. Beautiful people. That's what you are. You beautiful people, hold him that thirst. Come and let him, her, or they come and drink from the youthful fountains that flows to the river of kind words and smiles from which you should drink and quench your thirst and get full of. That's what you need to focus on, beautiful people. And that's what I want to encourage you, beautiful people, to acknowledge and to do just that, to focus on. If you're going to, beautiful people, look, finally, beautiful people, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, beautiful people, whatsoever things, beautiful people, are just, whatsoever things, beautiful people, that are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things, beautiful people, are of a good report, beautiful people. Look, if there's going to be any virtue and if there's going to be any praise, think on those things. Those are the things that you should always think on. Those should be your primary thoughts. If you're going to have any emotional feelings whatsoever, beautiful people, Let those words be your emotional, sensitive feelings. Don't go reaching for thoughts and feelings that are not of your concern. They don't relate to you. They have nothing to do with you. So don't go reaching for or relating your thoughts and your feelings to anything other than those words. Whatsoever is of a good report. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on those things. Think on what's lovely. Think on what's pure, beautiful people. Think on what's honest, beautiful people. Think on what's true, beautiful people. Focus and hone in on those beautiful things, beautiful people, because those are the defining factors, and those are the defining factors which should only concern you or relate to you, or that you should hone in on embracing. Anything and everything that's beautiful. You got to remind yourself every day, beautiful people. And you have to be good to yourself every day, beautiful people. Kind words and smiles is here to stay. They're not going away. They are a way of life and a way of thinking. That's something beautiful that we should always share with one another. To love each other and remind each other that we love each other and that we are important to each other. That should be our everyday primary focus, beautiful people. I was taking a stroll through the garden, enjoying the peace and tranquility. Suddenly I stumbled upon a rare breed of a flower, beautiful people, the likes of which I've never seen before. In order to preserve its beauty, beautiful people, I took that rare, beautiful flower home. I put it in some water, some pure, fresh, clean water with an aspirin to preserve that beautiful flower, beautiful people. That's how we ought to be, and that's how we ought to relate to and concern ourselves with, and how we present ourselves to one another as something rare, a rare, beautiful flower, the likes of which we've never seen before. Something that releases, like after the rain, then the dew comes, and the atmosphere is fresh with everything that has been watered with the nurturement of rain, and now that it can grow in its purity and in its freshness, like the green grass and the herbs and the trees and the flowers when they bloom. They let off a wonderful fragrance of beauty. That's how we are to be, beautiful people, at all times. Releasing something beautiful in the atmosphere and in our lives. That's how we ought to be towards one another, beautiful people. We should always have something beautiful to release. Something beautiful to say. It should always be that way. When you look at your beautiful self in the mirror, don't see anything less than that. Always see more. When someone gives you a kind word and tell you your hair looks nice, or that you're beautiful, or you have such a lovely smile, or I like those shoes. Don't say, or let that thought be that how is it that they see that and I don't see it? How is it that they feel that way about me and I don't feel that way about myself, or I don't see that? Something as beautiful as what someone will see in you that you won't see in yourself because they're on the outside looking in, beautiful people. You're not always going to see the beauty that other people see in you, in the way they see it. You just have to know it. Your soul, when you were born, it was in your soul. It was a package in a compartment that's in your soul that says beautiful you. You see, you have to be mindful of that fact at all times. Don't never sway away from that ideology of thinking. To concede with conceiving the fact that you are beautiful. I'm going to always be parlaying that fact, beautiful people, and I'm not going to deviate from it. Because it is what it is. And to swindle away or to allow something as beautiful as what's on the inside of your beautiful soul, beautiful people, to lie dormant and never give yourself the opportunity to embrace the need for that beauty to come forth. It's like a fragrance in the atmosphere when you arrive on the scene or when you step in somebody's presence. It's like it's a beautiful fragrance, like potpourri, or like your perfume or your cologne. Yes, I'm talking to anyone and I'm talking to everyone. I am encouraging, and I believe that I am. In fact, I know that I am. I know I'm encouraging the depressed. If you are depressed, or if someone is beautiful, people, you're still beautiful. You're just beautifully depressed. But it's time to no longer be beautifully depressed. You're no longer going to be beautifully negative, beautifully pessimist, a beautiful pessimist. You're no longer going to be that way. A beautiful, dysfunctional person in life, beautiful people. You're no longer going to be that way. That is no longer going to continue to transpire and to continue to occur. Because you have my beautiful self to now deal with your beautiful self. So you might as well go on ahead and unravel and unfold everything that's not feeling good about your beautiful self. Yep, it's time to allow those ill feelings, beautiful people, to dissipate. It's time to separate yourself from that way of thinking and that way of feeling. Beautiful people, it's time to do so. It's time to experience beautiful things about your beautiful self, beautiful people, that you may or may not have experienced before. It's so important for it to be that way. We have to go. It's time for you to now start spreading beautiful trinkets of yourself, parts of yourself, everywhere you go, and anywhere and everywhere that you spread your feet, that you lie, that you plant your feet. It's time now, beautiful people, for you to share a beautiful, rare quality about your beautiful soul with someone else so that they can have that experience as well. Who are coming up in life, the younger generation, the teens, who get caught up in things, unfortunately, because that beautiful mind of theirs is still developing. It's time for all of us to develop together, beautiful people. Now it's time to smile, beautiful people, and sing beautiful songs. You see, now, beautiful people, it's time to do those things and be exposed to those things your beautiful self haven't been exposed to in a while. Because unfortunately, your beautiful self has isolated yourself physically or mentally. Now it's time to separate yourself from that isolation. Stop looking for crutches, and Linus blankets, and all these things that we will embrace beautiful people, or that we will attach ourselves to hide, or at least we think we're hiding. Beautiful people, you can't hide from yourself. Come out from the shadows and the dark cracks and crevices and places, beautiful people, for which you have allowed yourself to be in. It's time to separate yourself from those beautiful places, those negative places. Excuse me, beautiful people. It's time to separate yourself. Now, and it's time to pick up the I can do word. It's time to pick up the I will do word, beautiful people. It's time to pick up I know it will happen for me, beautiful people. It's time to pick it up. It's time to accept change, beautiful people. It's time to look into the depths of that beautiful soul of yours and allow beautiful things to rearrange what has caused your beautiful self to be disapproval of your beautiful self. You are beautiful and you always will be beautiful. And there's nothing that can change or prevent you from being beautiful. So it's time to accept being beautiful. There isn't anything for your lovely self to accept, beautiful people. Tend to just do that. Don't expect to get different results, beautiful people, by doing the same old things that have not worked for you or that have not given you the hope and the courage, the wherewithal, the fortitude that you need to stand. It's time, beautiful people, to do things differently. And stop thinking that you need something to lean on, beautiful people, because that if you don't have something to lean on, beautiful people, you're going to fall. No, you're not. You're not going to fall. You won't fall at all. You see, it's like a bird pushing the baby out of the nest. Oh, unfortunately, one every now and then does fall. Okay, we're not going to hone in on that. You see, but when that bird does fall, guess what? It lands in some grass, you see, until its wings get stronger. And then it begins to flap those little wings. And before you know it, that little bird is flying. You see? So now, beautiful people, it's time to soar. It's time to accept that I can do it. I know I can do it. You've gone through the worst already. And look, you're still here. It hasn't consumed you and it has not destroyed you. And it's not going to. That's not going to happen at all, beautiful people, because there's a world and there's a life out there waiting for you to come out and fulfill your presence with being exposed to its beauty. So turn that doorknob, beautiful people. Go in there and freshen up. That's right. Freshen up. Do your hair. Go on, take a shower, do your hair. Put a smile on your beautiful face. Pull out some nice clothes. And go out there and share your beautiful, lovely self with the world. That's right. I said it before, I'll say it again. Yes, beautiful people. Don't put off tomorrow for what you can do now. All right? Now is the acceptable time. All right? From the time you hear my voice, beautiful people, don't harden your heart. All right? Equip yourself with your beautiful soul that's equipped with everything that your beautiful self needs to maintain that beautiful you. You see, you have everything you need, beautiful people. You have me to encourage you, and you know I enjoy doing that. I live for encouraging you, beautiful people. When I spend quality time with you, beautiful people, loving you, beautiful people, and treat you, beautiful people, right with my beautiful self, beautiful people, I sleep good at night. Don't remember going, it's so good. But I leave all of myself with you, beautiful people, okay? So at the end of the day, like I've said before, and I probably will continue to say it again, yeah, I leave all of my beautiful self with you, beautiful people. So we can share that beauty, and that beauty can continue to correlate between our beautiful selves. And we can all feel beautiful together, beautiful people. That's the only way for it to be. Like I said, just practice. If you don't understand, don't have a method for sharing kind words and smiles, or sharing love, and its reciprocating process, practice. Walk out your front door. Be bold, courageous. Hold your head up high, and look at somebody walking past you, and say, "Hello, how you doing?" Nice smile. Or look at them, like they always look at me. I can always tell when I need to encourage somebody, or when somebody need a kind word and a smile from me, because they'll look at me in my face. And me and my beautiful, bold, courageous self look at them in their face and ask them, "How you feeling today?" Nice smile. That's a nice smile you have. Hold your head up and smile. Be good to yourself and smile. I have a smile for you. I appreciate it if you receive it. Or just simply just look at them and smile. And when you look at them and smile, they're going to smile right back with you. When I present my YouTube channel to somebody, and I begin, I have my shirt on, I'll take my thumbs and start pointing at my shirt. And they look at my shirt and they just start smiling. They start laughing. They start laughing and they just begin to smile. Because it feels good to them. It's what they've been longing for. It's what they've been lacking. It's what they've been needing. And then sometimes I'll do a follow-up. When they start laughing, and I'll say, "You needed that, huh?" And they say, "Yeah, I did. I certainly did. And I certainly appreciate you bringing it out of me." I'll just say, when they start laughing and they start smiling, or they just start laughing, and I said, "Oh, you was overdue for that one, huh?" I said, "You've been waiting on that one, huh?" And then they'll just say something in response to it, like saying, they'll just say, "Yes, I really appreciated that. I feel better now. You made my day. My day is much better. It's back on course now. Or it's on course." Or, you know what? That's a beauty I just can't forget. "I wish there was more people like you in the world." They'll say, beautiful people, there are more people like me in the world. There are more people out there in the world that has a more clearer, a more conceptual grasp on the beauty of love, kind words, and smiles than I do. Maybe you just haven't encountered them yet, but they're out there. There are people out there who love encouraging people, who love causing people to feel better about themselves. I love encouraging you. If you're negative, I love encouraging you. Whatever the case might be. Even if you don't like me, I love encouraging you. Whatever the case might be. I love encouraging sad people, downtrodden people, people that feel like they don't have hope, people that are living in despair, people who don't have faith, people who feel like giving up on life, introverted people who just want to just hide from the world. Yes, I love and I enjoy encouraging you. Yes, when I encourage you, I can't stress it enough. You see, when I encourage you, beautiful people, I'm encouraging myself too as well. That's the purpose that's the soul-driven purpose for encouragement. When it comes from me first, I'm encouraging myself when I encourage you, beautiful people. That's the beauty of encouragement. That's the beauty of kind words and smiles. And that is the beauty of love. It's not the world's best kept secret. It's not a secret at all. It's a familiar way of living and positive and beautiful thoughts. It's a normal way to open up your mind to be filled with the beauty and the consistency of what beautiful, positive thoughts will open you up to being receptive to and bringing in your life. You see, then at some point in time or another, it becomes like a magnet. People see you smiling, they're going to smile with you. They done had a long day at the office, at work, surrounded by people who are not smiling or not feeling good about themselves. Then someone beautiful like you come along, or me and my beautiful self come along, and we encourage them and we give them words of encouragement. Something that they lack, that they long for, that they need, and they've been missing out on this beauty. And here you come, a rare quality of kind words and smiles, and you think they're not going to be receptive to receiving it. Yes, they are. They're going to be open to receiving it. Yes. They wouldn't dare miss out on that opportunity to receive it. You see? And then it festers long enough, and then you genuinely continue to nurture them with it, then ultimately, it will become a way of life for them, beautiful people, and for us and your beautiful selves. And that's what we need. That's the purpose for which something as beautiful that exists, or that should continue to exist, or be in our vocabulary and our way of living and thinking, beautiful people, is kind words and smiles. And I'm going to continue to present its beauty to you, because you deserve for that to happen, beautiful people. You deserve to have kind words and a smile in your life. You deserve to have a beautiful, plush smile on your face. You see, when you stretch that skin just right, with smiles, with your face all stretched out with a beautiful smile on it, keeps that skin lubricated, keeps you looking youthful and, and healthy, it keeps you feeling good. The more of kind words and smiles you receive, the more of kind words and smiles you long for to retrieve. Yes, beautiful people, it's a way of life. Yes, beautiful people, let's get used to, let's become familiar with this way of life and this way of thinking. Kind words and smiles. Yes, let's embrace its beauty. Let's embrace its nurturement. So yes, beautiful people, when someone's life has been, or their day rather, when someone's life or their day, there has been no hope for good feelings or for happiness or to settle in enjoying the beauty of joy. And it's been an absentee in someone's life, beautiful people. And they either have never been exposed to its beauty or long to experience its beauty. Let's not keep them waiting. Let's not keep them waiting at all, beautiful people. Let's give them what they long for, that they lack and that they need. When someone's trying to be there for you and give you some hope, you beautiful people, so you can cope, cast them not away. Don't close the door in their face. Don't tell them to get lost, to be gone. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Don't isolate yourself like that. And beautiful people, when when you have that desire, or it is in you to encounter such challenges and such levels of contention, don't if they respond to you, in the beginning, or for whatever the extended period of time is, if they respond to you negatively, or give you a few choice words, because some people think that the beauty of kind words and smiles and love is not real. Some people think that, unfortunately, beautiful people, that is not genuine and that is not real. It is genuine and it is real. And it is a way of life. That's all right. Keep coming back. Face that challenge head up. That's right. Persist until you succeed. No surrender, no retreat, beautiful people. Don't give up. That's right. And don't let go. And don't turn back. Nope. Don't turn back at all. Don't let anyone allow anyone to cause you to feel or to think, when you're sharing kind words and smiles, that you're doing something wrong, or that what you're doing is just not right. So what? Somebody might think you're crazy for doing it. Guess what? Unfortunately, you're going to go home and sleep good at night, and unfortunately, they're not. As long as you keep kind words and smiles in your life, beautiful people, and allow that beautiful soul of yours to nurture your beautiful self with love, kind words, and smiles, you're the ultimate person. Yes. You're the force to be reckoned with. You're everything that the world lacks, that it longs for, that it needs. All right? You're the example leader. You're the one that's leading by example. All right? Let's restore these beautiful people. Let's prove to these beautiful people without even trying. And let these beautiful people see that who we are with what we're doing regarding kind words and smiles, it's a way of life. And it's a beautiful way of living and thinking. And the beauty from which it flows, and it flows from your beautiful, eternal, undying soul. What should that tell you, beautiful people? What that tells me is, because it's coming from your beautiful eternal soul that can't die, it can't be stopped, okay? Kind words and smiles and love is unstoppable. Yeah, beautiful people, you can throw anything you want to throw at it, beautiful people. You can kick at it any kind of way you want to kick at it, beautiful people. It ain't going nowhere. Yes, and all of this beautiful love and all of these beautiful kind words that I have stored up that derives from my beautiful eternal soul, it's not going nowhere. Pucker up, beautiful people, because I'm coming. And I'm going to keep coming. And I'm going to keep coming with kind words and smiles. And I'm going to keep loving you and treating you right, deservedly so. Anything less than that is uncivilized. Let's remain civil, beautiful people. Let's be civil together. All right? Let's all go home and sleep good at night because of the beauty of kind words and smiles, okay? Let's heal each other. Let's deliver each other. Let's nurture each other. All right? Let's embrace each other. Let's not give up on each other. Let's not condescend one another. Let's not look down on one another. How are you going to look down on beauty when you should be looking up at it or up to it? Just do it. All right? Don't think about it. Just do it. And you'll be surprised the people that will come to you when you're not thinking about it and that will acknowledge the hope that you have given them so that they can cope as a result of life's challenges and life's contentions or life's happenings that they were compassed about with, that they didn't see coming, and that you didn't see either, or myself. It's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with what happens to you. You see, it's not what just goes on around you, it's how you deal with or relate to what goes on around you. Just take a deep breath, just breathe in, and just relax, and just ask yourself that question. How am I going to deal with this? How am I going to relate to this? What is the best case scenario for me relating to this situation or for me dealing with it? What is my best case scenario? I know running is not an option. I know being afraid and giving up is not an option. Beautiful people, not an option. Yep, nope. Not promoting, not reacting in the same manner for which it was presented to me in a negative way. Chances are that's not an option, because we'll never get anywhere with that. That's not going to change anything. You will become exactly like that person if you react exactly like that person reacted to you, or how they came at you, presented themselves to you, or what they done to you. No, don't react in the same manner. Don't show fear and don't be afraid. Show hope. Present a smile and a kind word. And look at them in their eyes and remain flat-footed and stand firm. And let them know that I talk to you the way that I do because I care about what happens to you. You see? And give them a kind word and a smile. And at the end of the day, when they recant the day, when they revert back to the things that transpired and took place in their day or in their lives in that day, they're going to, the one main factor that's going to be in their mind, like bleach in their clothes, they're not going to be able to get it out. They're going to think about you. They're going to think about your beautiful self. They're going to be reminded of your beautiful self. That's what they're going to think about, and that's what they're going to be reminded of. How you was unaffected by the negativity. You see, now they can't wait to see you again. Now they're looking for you. Now they've gone back to the same place where you all had that interaction in hopes that they'll see you again, because they've had plenty of time to think about it. Believe me, they've had a lot of time to think about it. And the thoughts that they had, that they thought about, was good. It felt real good. Yes, it did. It felt real good. And now they can't wait to see you again to get some more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been tested in a lot of ways like that, beautiful people. Yes, I have. And I saw all eyes on me to see how I was going to relate to it, beautiful people, and how I was going to respond to it. And I responded to it in a beautiful way, beautiful people. Because I know the beautiful person or persons that was compassing me about with that level of contention of negativity, I knew they was looking for hope, beautiful people. And if I had failed, there goes their hope. All hope is gone. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was just a performance. I knew he was just pretending. I knew he wasn't real. I knew he was fake. No, beautiful people. It's authenticity is real, okay? It's genuine. Yes. And beautiful people, I love the beautiful platform in which I stand. On the promise and the genuality and the realness of love, kind words, and smiles. Yes. It's a beautiful foundation in which I stand on, beautiful people. And I refuse, beautiful people, to relinquish the beauty for which kind words and smiles and the careness that it presents and the hope that it brings and how it processes you, beautiful people, in your thinking, in your enactments, in terms of how you feel, beautiful people. Yes. From where you are, where you would like to be, where you long to be, where you can't wait to be. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being tired of it being that way, or the way that it is, or the way that it has been. And now, beautiful people, you long for something different, something better. Yes. That's all right if you have to shed those beautiful tears, beautiful people. It's like the rain on the lower scale from which it comes, and how it cleanses and clears out the atmosphere, and how it refreshes it. That's what those tears will do. They give you a refreshment, okay? They refresh you. They renew your strength. That's right. So that you can go on and make it the next 1,000,000 miles of the way. That's right. It renews your hope. It renews your confidence. And you feel better after you've washed and rinsed yourself out with those beautiful tears, beautiful people. That's okay. Let them go and just let them flow. That's all right. Every now and then I give myself a good cleansing, all right? Ain't no shame in being beautiful. There ain't nothing weak about me, and it ain't nothing weak about you, beautiful people. They're just there for the purpose in which they are there to serve. All right? Allow the order in life. Allow it to function and to be consistent in its flow. And allow it to flow naturally and peacefully. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself and sharing your feelings with somebody. To have that release, beautiful people. You all are beautiful. Yeah. When you do these things, you're getting rid of all these ineffective things. These blockages from being clogged up and this congested way of thinking. Okay? Being congested without the voice of reasoning. Yes, beautiful people, that's right. Come, let us reason together. Let us reason together decently, respectfully, and in order, with kind words and smiles. Let's do it, beautiful people. And when you do it, and once it's done, you'll feel so much better about yourself. You see? And then you be outside just singing and just shaking your head and waving your hand and skipping and hopping and all of those visible things that would state, or that would say, I feel better. I feel so much better since I laid my burdens down. Lay those burdens down. Lay them down, beautiful people. Lay them down so you can feel good about your beautiful self. Lay those burdens down. Cast them aside. That's not who you are. That's who you never was. And never was meant to be. You were always meant to be joyful and peaceful, beautiful people, and happy. And to live a joyful and peaceful life and a happy life, filled with kind words and smiles. Yes, you was, beautiful people. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, beautiful people, think on those things. All right? Think about how so much better you feel. Like someone left a comment to me in my comment section, making reference to how so very helpful these channels are when they watch them and when they view them and when they take the things that you and I, beautiful people, that we share together to heart. Remain beautiful, beautiful people, and continue to be beautiful, beautiful people. And encourage somebody else along the way, as I always say, beautiful people. Don't keep that beauty to yourselves. It wasn't meant for you to keep it to yourselves. It wasn't given to you, or it doesn't exist. Your beautiful soul doesn't exist for you to keep it to yourself. Beautiful people. So yes, sharing, just share, beautiful people. Care enough to share. Care enough to not be so in a hurry and not be so caught up and not be so busy that you see that person over there sitting on the ground or something like that, or that mother with tears in her eyes, or that man has just been beaten down by the world who can't hold his head up. And as a result of that fact, he's viewed as being weak or nobody because he has emotions and feelings, because he's human. No, beautiful people, we're not going to do that. We're going to encourage one another, and we're going to be good to each other, beautiful people. That's what we're going to do. Let's continue being good to one another. Let's not look down on one another or each other as a result of how we view that person. You don't know, beautiful people, we don't even know anything about those people or that person. But if we took 5 or 15 minutes out of our so-called not so busy, but perhaps maybe it is busy schedule, you might learn something, a thing or two about somebody or that person or those persons. And they might share some information with you, beautiful people, that you may have been longing for or have been looking for the answers to that you needed to hear. You see, when we take time out like that, beautiful people, you learn things and you get the information that you need. And that information and those answers usually comes from the most unlikeliest places that we don't even expect or see coming. That information comes to us. Beautiful people, let's just sow beautiful things and so that we can reap beautiful things. Let's be helpers, beautiful people, one toward another. Let's help each other. Let's be strong for one another. Let's be strong to each other, beautiful people. Let's do this. I often sometimes speak to people, and they waste more time trying to discern or figure out if they know me, as opposed to receiving the beauty of what I just presented to them. That will make them feel better about where they are, from where they are to where they need to be or would like to be. They're trying to figure out if they know me. Most of the people I speak to, beautiful people, I don't know, but I know them now. Most of the beautiful people that I speak to, have spoken to, that I have shared kind words and smiles with, I didn't know them when I opened up myself to them. In that very moment, I didn't know them. And they didn't know me. But they know me now. Because they let me know that when I see them when I'm out and about. And I don't shun them. I don't diss them. I don't ignore them. I don't avoid them. As many as it might be, I don't do it. And I'm not going to do it. Because chances are they need or may need what it is that I have to say, or just the very look in my eyes, as I have heard before, or just the warm, kind smile on my face, or the kind spoken word, or just being in my presence. As they often say, the vibe, okay? The connection, as they often say. That's all you hear people talk about. Just being in my presence. I've been told also just being in my presence make them feel better about themselves with where they are, with what they may or may not have been going through. No, I don't diss them. I don't ignore them. I don't think that I'm better than they are, or say, no, that was just for the channel. You know, I got other things to do. I don't have time for you. I can't waste my time like that. I can't waste my time with you. You putting too much on it. It's not all that. Yes, it is. It is. That could be the very person, beautiful people, that might be contemplating committing suicide or jumping off the bridge or something. Who knows, beautiful people? Those are beautiful people. And I need for those beautiful people to know that they are beautiful people. And I need for those beautiful people to know that I'm not giving up on them. So yes, I take that 5-15 minutes, what have you, to cause that person to feel better about themselves with whatever chances are, whatever it is they might be going through. Yes, I take that time out. We need to take time out for each other because we are all significant. We all matter. We all are important. And we have to be mindful of that fact that, yes, we all are important. Yes. I have to eat and sleep just like you do. I have a voice to talk with. I have my health and my strength, okay? I have activity of my limbs. I'm grateful for all those things. And if you don't, that's all right. You're still here. And the limbs that you have and the activity that flows through them for whatever parts they might be, you're still beautiful. The world still cares about you and we still love you. And we care about where you are with how you're feeling. Yes, we do. And don't ever forget that, beautiful people. None of those things are going to change. So yes, let's be our brother's keeper. Let's look out for one another. Let's encourage one another. Let's be kind to one another. Let's do these things, beautiful people. It's a natural way of living, and it's a natural way of life. And like I've already said, and I've been saying, and I can't stress it enough, and chances are I might say it again. In fact, I think I might say it now. Yes, beautiful people, the holidays are coming up. Go find those loved ones. Go find those friends. Go find them. Go renew those relationships. Go rekindle them. Don't wait till it's too late. No, now is the acceptable time, beautiful people. Let's do it. Let's look out for one another. That's right. Let's enjoy one another. Let's have fun with one another. You don't need to know when I speak to you or when you speak to someone else, or when someone speaks to you, beautiful people, you don't need to know who they are. That's not important. That's not important in that very moment. But as time goes on, and in its development and in its maturity, that's a beautiful thing. To establish a beautiful relationship, with someone that you've never known before, that you've just met, to become good friends. That's a beautiful thing. But when someone speaks to your beautiful self, beautiful people, don't be trying to figure out if you know them. You don't know you don't know them. Because if you did, you wouldn't be squinching and, do I know him? Do I know her? Have I seen them before? Where I know you from? No, you don't know them. But you have a need that needs to be fulfilled, that needs to be filled. It's not as so important as whether or not you know that person, as it is important that you, with what you're going through in terms of how you may or may not be feeling, to receive that encouragement of those kind words and those smiles. While you trying to squinch it and trying to figure out, do you know them, and they sharing kind words and smiles with you, the more and more your soul should open, and before you know it, they done said some kind word and smile to you, now you're smiling and you're laughing. You see, that's That's what should be the primary concern right there, beautiful people, is that you receive the nurturement. Yes, beautiful people, that should be your primary concern. Is that you see that person doing something wonderful. You see that person doing something good. You see that beautiful person feeling good. You see that beautiful person joy-filled. You see that beautiful person feeling good about themselves. You see that beautiful person happy and having joy. You see, attach yourself to that beautiful person. That's what's important, beautiful people. That should be our the source of our primary focus. Is that you're getting that nurturement that you need. That should be your primary focus and your primary concern, beautiful people. And you know, I hope and also believe, beautiful people, because that's what I like doing. I just choose to have faith, and I choose to believe. I don't look for the worst or expect the worst. I look for the best in anything and out of everything. I look for the best and I expect the best. And I know the best is going to come because that's what I believe. That's how I think. And I refuse to think or believe any other way. And that's for anyone at the sound of my voice with anything that you might be going through. To anyone and to everyone. Yes, to all you beautiful people out there in the world. If you're faced with any challenges in your lives, I hope that with the time that we spend together, I'm hoping, beautiful people, that it will cause you or has caused you or you now feel better about yourselves before our time together began. I hope you feel better about yourself. I hope you feel better about your thinking. I hope you feel better about the way you choose to think, beautiful people. Choose to think better, beautiful people. Choose to feel better, beautiful people. Choose to be better. Don't settle for not good enough. Or it is what it is, and that's just the way it's going to remain. No, beautiful people, don't accept that, and don't allow that to be your way of thinking. That's not what our time together is all about. It's not. It's not going to remain the same, and it's not going to if it's not in a good way or a healthy way. It's not going to remain the same. It's not going to continue to be the same if it's not in a good way or if it's in a negative way. It's getting better right now. At this very moment, it's getting better. That's right. Don't accept for it to be any other way than to be better and to get better and to stay better. Once better come, and it will, close the door behind you. All right? Close the door behind you so that you won't feel that cold chill again, all right? I want you to stay warm with those kind words and those smiles. All right, beautiful people? Maintain your beauty. Remember, you are beautiful. You were created beautiful. All right? Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Be happy with yourself. Go share your beautiful self with someone else. All right? And it's okay, as I stated momentarily ago, and not so long ago, to spend 5, 10, to 15 minutes with someone else. You know, you'll walk away feeling renewed, revived, and refreshed. You see, And that's what it's all about. You see? And that's the way kind words and smiles and love leaves us. It leaves us feeling just like that. It relieves us, beautiful people, feeling renewed, revived, and refreshed. I am so grateful and thankful, beautiful people, to have been given this opportunity to spend with all you beautiful people. Yes, to talk with you, to smile with you, and to share kind words and smiles with you. Stop by and smile with me, Frank Anderson. Kind words and a smile, beautiful people. And always be mindful to remember to be good to yourself. Because I sure will. And have a smiling day.